Hello, everyone. Hi there. Hope you guys are doing okay. Oh boy, what a last few days. What a week so far. My goodness. Uh I okay, so I only have an hour today. So I'm sorry that I probably can't take any extra questions, but put them in anyway because I'll do my best to do some readings over my table over the weekend and next week. Well, best I can. So, but anyway, I'm going to get up here to the starred questions and thank you so much for putting the questions in. When I post on the weekends, I always try and get them early, get them ahead of time. But thank you so much. And yes, thanks you guys for being here early. I absolutely love it. And yes, thank you, Kay, for thumbs up. If you can remember thumbs up, absolutely. I did have one question here starred that came in early, and because I think I can safely handle 9 questions in this hour. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I'll just go in order. Michelle was wondering what's happening in the U.S. Will what's happening in the U.S. culminate in revolution, woo, or war? Okay, let's look. What will happen this year? So I'll just take it out to the end of 2025. And we can always keep checking in. Oh, goodness. It's so sad. They passed the SAVE Act, and so there's all this voter, repression that's going to be going on, and they voted to push through all the cuts that they wanted, so they can give their cronies their tax cuts. And so they're cutting Medicaid. I just know it because I've read on it so many times. They're definitely cutting Medicaid and food stamps, and these people are awful. They're absolutely awful. Okay, but revolution or war? Talk about pissing people off, right? I mean, okay, right there. Let's see. Ooh. That's interesting. Well, okay, so just for this year, what I have right in the center is that what people won't like is the fact that they're working, and they don't know if they're really going to get anywhere. And so they're having trouble just with the thinking about, will all this work pay off? Do I even like this work that I'm doing? Is there anything else I can do? And then, but how do they take a stand when they're so stressed out that all they're doing is just working? To have the 7 of Wands on its side that's just not easy. Down at the bottom, we have the star. So we're talking, there's hope and there's inspiration, but I didn't allow for reversals. So some people are going to lose hope, and we're going to need to lift them up. We're going to need to know that we're all here together. And it's also, I get the feeling it's going to show, it's going to reveal, like the way the sun can, but especially the star shows like all the connections. And I think we're going to see who all the dirty players are. More and more will come out. In the past position, we have people making laws and rules that are just not connected to the heart. What's hanging up above, I do have the fighting card, the war card. I mean, this is a warring card. But the war, here's the good part as time goes on by the end of the year. there's a war and there's a defeat coming in for the smug merchants, the people who think that we can do this. We know what we've got, and here we are with the red hat, So there's going to be a defeat for the MAGA red hats and for, I think Russia. I think Putin's going to have some trouble with that one. On the inward level, the way we're all feeling is we keep looking for new progress. We keep trying to be enthusiastic and move forward. But externally, the way we're actually able to interact with the rest of society is, we're not sure what we want, but we are going to make better decisions about how we spend our money, because people are going to rebel, and the power of the pocketbook, right? Long term, what's going on is just moving fast, and there's that definitely a charging in, but also because the swords rule the mind. This could be quick thinking on the feet, and we're going to do everything we can to be confident within ourselves. More and more people are going to be drawn to their intuition and taking care of their fur babies. I see that with astrology all the time. But I get the feeling that in the long run, well, there's going to be some people who just, who don't care. But there are others who are going to be very warm and considerate and kind. And then also, this Queen of Wands, when it comes to, oh yeah, that's right. When it comes to the people who are in positions of power, we've got Kristi Noem, Alina Habba, and Tulsi Gabbard, who are in this territory here, because they're all fire signs. So there's that. And the charging forward is going towards them on one level. Let me see what was at the bottom, just for the heck of it. Yeah, it's all about doing our level best to take care of our families and to communicate, truthfully, and know that we actually have all the resources within us that we are ever going to need in order to get by, to get through this and get by. But you know what I think about all of this? Like when it all comes down to it, yeah. Here, then this flew out, and I'm thinking about the GOP. This is how the GOP goes down. So, wow. Okay. Let me go ahead and let me check in with you guys, see how you're doing. Yeah. So, hi, Rose Blue. Yeah, Russia's seeing massive corporate defaults. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Robin Dot. How are you? Yeah, the smartest dipshit ever. Megan think he's the smartest dipshit ever. Hi, Laura. Laura's here. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm hoping I'm not missing anyone else. Yeah, Mimi, thank you for this. Thank you so much for that. Make sure, because of the SAVE Act, going through, make sure you have your birth certificate and other forms of ID. Just make sure you always have those. Is so that, and there's less voter suppression when you can prove, right? But let's get it done right away. That's right. Oops. Okay. Thanks so much again, Mimi, for that. Oh my goodness. What grateful 1509, you lost 19,000 in your return. Oh my God. I hope you get it back before you need it. Okay, Helen, I'll save your question for later, even if I don't get to it today. Thank you for the all caps so I could catch it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so TikTok getting banned, I'll save that. Okay, all right. Let me get back over here and hide this one, and then, so we did take care of this one. Oh, Karen wanted to know, will Pam Bondi, actually, let me use a Kipper for this one. Will Bondi be prosecuted? Will Bondi be prosecuted? I mean, she lied under oath, right? They all did. I think every single one of them did. I know for sure Tulsi Gabbard did. But will Bondi be prosecuted? Will that actually be like an indictment and a trial? Get through. Right there. Okay. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I guess I'm getting the outcome card first. We've got, this would be the literal, what do you call, indictment coming down the pike, and you get served, getting served. Also, if she's not actually doing some time later on, this could be just major restrictions. Secrets come out and then restrictions. Could be that. What it might have to do with, I wonder, because this is interesting to have both. I have the work card and then toil and labor. So it's going to be something that she does coming down the line someday, maybe, where she makes decisions based on what Trump wants, and it affects people in really negative ways. Like her work, maybe her work comes under scrutiny when it was able to fly under the radar. Here's her reputation. She definitely poverty of the soul, and for her it's all about money. So wow. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on that, and when something comes down the pike, maybe I'll remember what I got. Oh. Okay, let me delete that. And then, it's for some reason not deleting, whatever. I'll just unstar it. Kristi Noem was the other one, and I'll use the same deck. Will Kristi Noem be charged under the Geneva Convention by the ICC for filming at the prison in El Salvador? So I'll stick with this topic, but I have an idea she'll, well, I don't know if she will, but she should. See, maybe Pam Bondi tries to protect her, because she's the AG, but Kristi Noem is, it's illegal to go buying all those things that she's buying just to be all that. She's got all these hats. She's got all these uniforms. She's got all these weird things going on to show off. She's a mess. You guys probably know more than I do, but okay, anyway. Kristi. For filming at the prison in El Salvador. Will anything come down on her? Will she be held accountable? Kristi Noem. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Rhonda Rue. How are you? Okay. Well, okay, this is interesting. I'm wondering if Sheldon Whitehouse winds up coming after her. But this would be a wise man, a supportive man who is looking out for a lot of people. And there's something to do with money and the risk that she took and evidence. So, of course, the film itself is evidence. But there's also, with the false person, there's also like she's got a hidden enemy. What's coming down for her is this man who cares about the community, most likely in the prison, I would think, and then the evidence, and then she is seen for, the enemy that she is. Let me see, is there any, let's see what was at the other end. Yeah, looks like it could take a really long time. I think she might get like a little slap on the wrist or something, like you can't do that. Oh, thank you, Rhonda Rue. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I mean, 8 cards and nothing came through over there. I hope I'm wrong. I can always be wrong, you guys. Let me put this down a little. I feel like I'm like this. Okay, let's get back over here. Oh, Coyote Rosenbaum. Thank you. That's so sweet. I love that I love it when you guys love each other up. You do it all the time in my comments, and I love it. So, okay. Trump. I wanted to know, will he, let's see. I guess I'll stick with the Kipper on this one. Legal questions are good Kipper is good for legal questions. Will he be held accountable for insider trading? They're not talking about it on the news at all, but and Adam Schiff Adam Schiff has an investigation already into Trump and his whole family. That he just initiated yesterday after all of this, tariff drama. So anyway, let's see. Will Trump be held accountable for insider trading? Will he be held accountable? Anything happen for this legally on him? Oops. Well, I don't know about legally. I'll just hold the cards up. We'll just go in order. I think people losing their money will end up giving him a lot of headache, a lot of problem. This is like the 9 of Swords, but it just doesn't go away. Like he's really tortured with worry. He deserves it, right? And then his strategy is seen as something that just produces more and more strain and hardship on people. I don't know who this woman would be, but maybe let's see. Let me look at the cards that are around her. So this one would have been, that could be, it could even be somebody in another country. But something comes full circle and there's change. It brings in a lot of change. And then an end to the creativity of this person. So I'm thinking this is that younger gal is somebody under 50. So we've got an older woman over 50, younger woman under 50. And here's the change that's coming in. There's a painful loss. Too many people losing things. Let's see what's at the bottom. Oh, wow. You know what? It's very possible. It could be, because look at this. Something could come down the pike that causes him to just, be tortured with worry. And then the other people who are in on it, his loyal people that were in on it. Okay, so that's just for him. There's another one. Let me get rid of this one and look at, Marjorie Trader, whatever. Oh, that's so sad, Mark. You're right. 401ks are now 201ks. Oh my goodness, Helen, there's a video of him bragging who made money. Oh my God. Well, that's awful. Oh, that's really awful. Yeah, Robin, me too. And I've been feeling this coming. Oh shoot, I gotta move over my tripod here. There we go. Yeah, it's been awful. It's really been awful. I've been waking up at 3 a.m. going, oh shit, because I tend to have dreams about what's going on in the world, and I have to. I fight with my guides on that all the time. It's like, really? They're like, well, if you would have stopped and meditated today, I would have given you the information then, but no. Okay, MTG. Oops. That was the work card that flipped out. MTG, are you going to get busted for insider trading? Oh, and NMKC, are you man? Oh, I love your moniker there. You're saying just an FYI that the U.S. is not a signatory with the ICC, right? They have no jurisdiction, right? Right. I guess she would just be sanctioned, I suppose. Nathan, yeah, hi. I've been thinking she was going to do that. That's why she was being quiet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Rose Blue. I can't take melatonin, even at smaller doses. It gives me a headache. Yeah. Oh, Mark is saying she bought 700,000 in bonds in March. Yeah, it's when the bond market goes, then that's when he got crazy. It's like, wow. Anyway, in March, and then 2 days ago sold and bought stocks. Yeah. Yeah, it was the opposite of the pump and dump. Hi, Medium Sheila. Hey, it's you. It's my, I know. Sheila, you have gone through. I love you. You finally got to the medium. I knew you would one of these days. I love it. The stock market, the only game in town for rich people? No. Oh no, for really, really rich people, there's always money laundering. Right? And of course, real estate and CDs, and they could loan money, right? Schwab made $2 billion. Oh God. Yeah, Sheila's back. Very good. Bernie Madoff stole your son's trust fund years ago. That's just awful. That is so awful. They have, Nathan, they have stops that they can put in so that the market doesn't just completely go. They do that, but yeah. But manipulations, yeah. I mean, they know how to sell short. They know how to do all those things, right? Anyway, I got to stop reading because I'm shuffling forever. MTG. I could just talk with you guys all day if I had time. Oh, goodness. MTG. insider trading. Will you get busted? What is the future for you? There. Ooh, well, this is interesting. So something with another country, and maybe because this is my card for AI as well. I wonder if there's some AI manipulation or using AI. But anyway, her future, she might try to, I don't know, she'd try to run off to another country. Well, what I can tell you for sure is this is somebody who drinks. And then again, I don't know what to say about this one, honestly. I'll have to just keep looking. With this card, her brain just keeps going. Oh, that's both of them. Here we go. Oh my God, here's his backstory. Okay. Alcohol for sure, maybe even drugs. And then her brain just goes around and around and around in circles. Because this is my, this one here's my obsessive compulsive card. And it's also somebody who's just not doing well. So there's that. Now, she's being watched. But now this could be everybody in the House and Senate. And we know that they've all been doing this for years, right? So anyway, she's being watched. She's kind of in a helpless position. They're watching her money, right? This could be a friend of hers as well, and someone she works with, and the person who gave her the tip to invest, because this is stock market territory with this card. I don't know if maybe she'll wind up being fined. I don't know. It could take quite a long time. I've got the, long time card. Problem is, they're all doing it, is the thing. I wonder if, it's this whole inner circle. Oh, but look at what comes down the line. Yeah, there's discovery. There's some papers brought forward. I don't know how, this card, because this card came through before this one, like in this order. This tells me that it could be a couple of years even at the most, but I don't think she'll get reelected. She's still just in the House, right? So those are 2-year terms. Then again, it's always surprising to me how they keep getting back in. But anyway, just to summarize, to be a little more clear, I think it's going to take time, and it's not just her. There's a bunch of them. But they need to change. Maybe that courthouse card, maybe it's a new law that they put into place that they can't, if they're in Congress, they're not allowed to buy stocks. Hey, Beekeeper Tarot, maybe they would have to, I don't know if they would have to divest or how that would work. They would have to give it to somebody else, and they would have to have no say in what they bought. That's how they would handle that, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, right, Sheila, about the regular feds. Isn't that the truth? He's the deep state, right? He's the crazy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Okay, let me get back over here. And let's see. I want to do full moon readings. Oh, yeah, the full moon's coming in at 23 degrees Libra Friday night. I think 5:22 p.m. Pretty sure. Yeah. So I'm going to read on Dumpy and the other ones. But why don't I go ahead first and take care of your questions? Okay. Will the clown get his military parade? I'm going to stick with this deck. Will the clown get his military parade? I like seeing the big, balloons, the big dumpy baby balloons. I'm sorry. I don't love it when you crack yourself up, right? Yeah, there's your fucking parade. God. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hi, Lily. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Lily from Denmark. Yes, Sheila, about reporting the holdings to the government, but right, and Court, the Stock Act, it never passes, right? Because they're the ones that would have to pass it on themselves, and they never want to do that, which is totally, talk about a conflict of interest, right? Oh, is that true, Mark, that 80% of Congress make their money through the stock market? It's probably why they wind up with, millions and yeah. Yeah. Oh, Sheila, you're retired now, so you can say whatever you want. Right on. Very good. Very, very good. There, 2535 Apple. I have your question there. If I can get to it, I will. Let's try. Don, can Canadians enter a Dumpy's diaper into the parade? There you go. Oh, okay. Is the clown going to get a military parade? You have to force it, right? Oh, yeah, that is why they stay forever in Congress, right? Okay. Will the clown get a military parade? Well, I don't know. He'd have to have some loyal people. And how old is Pam Bondi? Is she over 50? She'd have to get some agreements and he'd have to get some agreements and have a lot of meetings and all of that. I don't know. I mean, this is a down patch. This is kind of no, but he does have his followers, his loyal followers that, yeah, no, I get the feeling, I don't know, maybe he tries to bring something legal through that gives him a parade. Let's see, what's at the bottom? Change. Now, the journey card would be the absolute parade, but with the change card, yeah, he might. With both of them being vehicles, he might. Let's see what else was down there. Nobody's going to like it. He might. A military parade on Easter? Is that? Oh, last time Evelyn's saying he tried the military parade the last time. They said no, it would tear the roads up. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. On Easter, yes or no? Well, let's use this deck. Yes or no on Easter? Military parade on Easter. Kipper's too hard with yes or no's. You can sure get some backstory, though. Okay. Military parade. Dumpy military parade. That's a no. That's a no. And it's like big, fat, overblown ego. They said, no, too much. No. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, at least not on Easter. If he ever gets it, I don't think it'd be on Easter. Not this Easter. But thanks, Nancy, for that. Okay, let's see. Christine, yes, honey. Yeah. Bravo for you. Good for you for submitting your retirement package. Right on. Okay, so let's see. Here's the other one. Will Dumpy pass the Insurrection Act of 1807 this April 20th? Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Will he do that? Will he pass? Will he get it passed? This has to go through Congress, right? Could that happen? Would he get that done? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Robin, we'd have to all go with you. Hi, Marby. Okay. Will he pass the Insurrection Act of 1807 this April 20th? Well, that's neutral, that's neutral, that's neutral, that's neutral. I've got I think actually with this one, I think it's a goal that he wants, but he can't really because there's something wrong with it. And then I don't know, maybe it could happen like next month or something. I have to read on that to see if he's actually gonna do that whole thing, because the next card's him. Like he's looking at, well, we know he's a lunatic, so there's that. Lunatic with going backwards with his brain, the brain cloud. Oh my God, when you have these together, when you have these three cards together in the Lennies, this is absolute dementia. His brain's gone. I don't know how he can hold it together to go in circles about all the stuff with the tariffs. Yeah, he wants a parade with goose step soldiers, and he wants it on his birthday. His birthday's in June, but he wants it on his birthday. Okay. We'll see. Okay, let me get back over here. Thank you for that question. And then Melissa J. Will TikTok get banned for good in the USA? It's like they're not letting people, is TikTok themselves not letting, is ByteDance not letting themselves be bought out just for a USA version? Is that what's going on? Do you guys know about that? I don't really know. Yeah, you're right about that, Fran. It would be the end of him for sure. Barbara, a penguin parade. Yeah, you're right. Oh my goodness, you're right, Oxford cat. He is a dinosaur. So, okay. Yeah, flippers up. That's right, Mark. What? The tariffs are now up to 145, not 125? He went even further? He really is a nut job, isn't he, Helen? Oh my goodness. Falcon Brit, that sounds really smart about BRICS and the BRICS countries adding gold. That's great. Okay. TikTok. Oh, is that what you're saying? 2535 Apple, that there's there's an extension in place. Chemical squirrel. Yeah, dinosaurs are cool. He's not. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, TikTok getting banned for good or not? Yes or no? TikTok. Nope. There's some man that's going to maybe some. What, these are weird. You just heard me shuffling this whole time, getting these same cards. Maybe that is Trump that likes to like kind of make a deal because we've got the solution here. That's interesting. I do see things just going around and around though for quite some time. Maybe between the different chambers in Congress, different branches in government, until they can maybe write something up, get something new written up. I don't know, that cuts off the access for it to be abused. Yeah. Oh, they want to take it over, Old Silver. Okay. Oh, Nathan, I'll ask this one real quick. Will the Orange Menace resign before a year from now? Is that what you're saying? Is that your question? Oh, hi, Lori Baldwin. Hey. Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea about Blue Sky making a better version of TikTok if they can. Okay, will he resign in the next 365 days? Will he resign? What's he going to do? I'll just leave it that way. What is he going to do this next year for him in regards to himself? What's he going to do? Be like the kid. Oh, thank you, Aki. You're so sweet. Small-minded, think like a kid, do what he wants, no repercussions, no self-responsibility. Maybe a small start, but the constant abuse, because he's got the keys, but he's nuts. Nuck and foot, right? And maybe this has to do with like trying to, he thinks he can create some kind of a new law, different laws, and get different laws on the books, but he's blocked. So he'll be blocked. That's good to know. But as far as resigning, I didn't see anything like that. Like resigning would be if I had the coffin. I don't have the coffin. Not even. Let's see what's at the other end now. Change is coming in. Oh, probably at the midterms election. Changes coming in there. Because this is our election card. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's go to, let me get back over here. Because I want to check out what's going to happen. Oh, 2535 Apple. I'll do this real quick first. And then I'm going to do the full moon readings on these monsters. And yeah. Okay. So will Jack Smith have a surprise for us? Actually, let me use this deck. I'll use a kipper. Will Jack Smith have a surprise for us? Yes or no? Let's see. What's coming down? With anything coming down from him? Jack Smith. Jack Smith. Right there. Well, wherever he is, whatever he's doing, he does have a lot of important discoveries coming through, like a wealth with the foundation of all the people that he works with. So he's at The Hague, right? He's not here, is he? I don't think so. But what we have for us is like a down patch coming from him. That's a down patch. He has some loyalty and work going on in another country. So for now, I don't think he's here. Do you guys think he's here? Oh, here he is. Oh, this is great. Oh my goodness. He and his wife are together. They both showed up together. And yeah, no, he's got his head in a bunch of other work. Watching, he's surveilling. Maybe he's surveilling Dumpy from afar and other people, but yeah, that doesn't look like a surprise because I don't think he's here. Oh, he was in New York last week? Okay. Kash Patel only removed from alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. FBI. Isn't FBI over the ATF and it's explosives too or something? I don't know. Josie says Amazon has a 25 and a half foot Trump in diaper balloon for only $9.99. Yeah, it's the only thing we should be buying from Amazon right now. Thank you for that. We need to laugh. Thank you. Well, I'm glad Jack Smith is here, but to have this card come through, and then to have that down patch card, I think he's going to be going back. Is he here for good or? Oh yeah, just for a bit. Okay, yeah, because it looked like he's going back because this is like a travel card to a foreign country. So yeah. Oh, Deb Bartlett, the ATF now reports to the Department of Defense. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me get over here. So, full moon coming up on Friday night. Let's see. I'll use this and then actually, Aki's here. I'm going to use Aki's favorite deck. Let's use Aki's favorite deck. Let's do this. Okay. How's the Libra full moon going to affect Trump? Friday night. It'd be later for him, but that's just when it's like legal full moon and all the days leading up to, well, it's right around the corner. It's tomorrow night, right? No, actually, it's the 12th. I lied. It's Saturday. It's not Friday. It's Saturday. Yeah, because today is the 10th. Okay. How will the Libra full moon affect him? Well, he's losing his damn mind over something. And I think it just has to do with, it's always about money. If I would have used the regular, Rider-Waite-Smith, this would be the full moon card. But in this deck, I think it's just him not seeing clearly like he never does. He doesn't care about anyone, right? So he's just not seeing clearly. I think maybe he'll just be looking in the mirror a lot. I don't know. He needs some reunion with his hair. His hair, you can see, man. It's just totally, and he just keeps trying to like get more over it on the top. Both sides, just bring it over to the top. It's like, dude, just freaking shave your head. No one cares. And then the makeup is more orange than ever, isn't it? It's crazy. So, and he has a lot of overconfidence, right? Because he lives in his own little world. And then, he's just kind of bored. He's bored with life. Let's see what's at the other end. Ooh, he might have. So leading up to it, and even a couple weeks after, just more and more conflict about money. Of course, fights about money, because this is naturally the 5 of Wands. Oh, yeah. And trying to make decisions about the tariffs. Meanwhile, he gets to listen to everybody, and especially the Wall Street Journal, telling him, I don't know if they're calling him a moron, but didn't Elon Musk say something about him being a moron? I'm going to use this other deck for the heck of it. Yeah, wasn't it Elon and his brother going back and forth on X talking about being a Trump? Right, Lily? Laura Loomer notices his hair. That's great. Oh my goodness. Hi, Emma Sue. How are you, sweetie? How are you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna go. I want to go a little further on this one. How will the Libra full moon affect Trump? Oops. Way too many cards to flop out. How will the Libra full moon? Oh, that one flipped over. That's interesting. Okay. So he's going to feel a lot of rejection because of what people are saying. Let's see what his real challenge is. That's the forces in motion. So, wow. Hi, Jenny Wells. Hey, thanks for stopping in. This is an awesome group we have here. Oh, boy. Yeah. Rejection, big change, maybe a problem with his heart. I don't have the Ten of Swords. What's at the bottom? It's all about money and the trade agreements and tariffs. And in the past, he didn't make any progress. He doesn't know how to work it in a way that it needs to be done individual for all these different cases, but he doesn't get it, that it's just a big old taxation, and he tanked the market. And I really hope that investigation from Adam Schiff gets to him. What's hanging over him is people are seeing what he did, and the news just keeps flying out faster than what. And then inwardly, he's like, oh, what have I done? He doesn't. I'd love to see him just hanging over a hoe, but and then the way other people are seeing him is just this ruthless, and his brain's not working right. He had to watch Jamie Dimon on, Jamie Dimon, of course, put himself, on Fox News, and then he had to read him the riot act and say he's taking the economy and the whole, the bond market ruin. And when the bond market goes, oh boy, that's it. That's like the dollar going and everything, right? Yeah, that Six of Wands could be that's right, Tam, that little mob in the back. And the horse is like, I'm going to buck you off. But you're too fat. I can't. So yeah, this is the way we're seeing him is, I didn't allow for reversals, but this would be like the Mad King that just his brain's not working anymore. For the long term coming in, he's going to be battling with the conflict, the deeper conflicts of his mind. He's going to be defeated. And then by the end of this whole full moon thing, I don't know if he's going to be running off to somebody else, or he's going to try to get out of the spotlight about it. But then again, he's so deluded. But this right in the center is really bad. That's really bad. That's rejection that makes you just want to fall off your horse and die. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hi, Jeff Thompson. Hey. Oh, goodness. Okay. So let me get back over here and let's work our way down to, let's see. And the next one was Elon. So Leon, how will the full moon on Saturday night affect you? I just heard ketamine party. Oh my goodness. Hi there. C4N7. Or you can't see? I don't know. Oh, Cindy Lou, the 12th is the day the Simpsons predicted that the felon will leave Earth. Oh, I so hope they're right. Matt Groening is Groening or Groening. I can't even remember how to say his name. Yeah, he's a genius. I think I know that he's from the. Pretty sure he still lives in the Marina Del Rey area. I'm sure he's hooked up with a bunch of psychics, and maybe he's psychic himself. Yeah, Aki, Elon Mental Institution, right? Okay, Elon, Leon, what's she gonna be? How's it gonna go for you? How's the full moon on the 12th going to affect you? You know, we could say like right now, even into the week after. Oh, that's right, Nancy. April 19th. Yeah, thank you for reminding us all the next marches. Yes, the next protests. Dan says Elon will grow chicken feathers on the full moon. Oh my God. Back at his hair looked all weird when I saw him today on the stupid meeting. Anyway. Right there. Oh. Whoa. Here, I'll set this down. So I'll just hold him up. So here's the forces in motion and its greatest challenge. Its greatest challenge is to not have a face plant being, I don't know, off his whatever in the full moon. And for also not taking self-responsibility ever. And then actually, I have to do it this way, otherwise my brain doesn't work right. What he's sitting in is a whole lot of conflict and struggle and fighting and competition, and he's got to be the top dog, right? In the past, he's had his ass handed to him, and nobody wants to play with him. What's hanging over him is he needs to figure out how the heck he's going to do well with Tesla when Trump is trying to put, 125 or 145% tariffs? You know how much of Tesla is made in China? That's what he's thinking about. What about my return on investment? And near future, he's the wounded warrior. He's beat up. He's not a warrior. He's the wounded, but he's going to feel very defended. And then again, we have, okay, so this full moon is really going to affect him because we have both of the full moon cards in the deck. So on the inward levels, he's going to want to escape because he doesn't face his fears. He just, avoids. Outwardly, whoa, how it's going to affect him externally? Yikes. This isn't good for a person's health. When long-term future comes in, it's just going to be more and more and more and more and more problems on the news, raining on the news, because he is just not a person who is grounded in his body. He's all over the place, and he just follows one thing after another, and it's all about the money, but he needs to negotiate. Oh, he's got rich daddy to fall back on, whatever. Relationship problems with his wives, or not real wives, but women. Because he thinks he's supposed to. He thinks he's the most fertile man on the planet. Huh. Yeah, you're right. Shield Maidens Tarot. Yeah. He's going to want to run. Okay. So there was one more. Let's see. The Pudz. How is the Libra full moon going to affect the little guy over in Russia? Now, I left the date out on this because I don't know how many hours. Are they 10 hours ahead of us? So it would be tomorrow if that's the case, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's so true. Capitalism really is killing our democracy. Well, the problem is with Citizens United in 2010, because corporations are people now and they have as much power. Right, Veronica? Kids don't like him much. Okay, I gotta focus in on the little guy. The Pudz. How's it gonna go for you? What will this full moon unleash for you? Oh man. Again with the dizziness. Last time I read on him, I got dizzy. Ugh. Okay. Right there. Okay. Now, I didn't allow for reversal, so I just kind of got to feel my way through it. Yeah. Oh, no wonder. Okay. This is why I was feeling dizzy. His body fluids are stagnant. Like lymphatic system. This card's ruled by Cancer. This is going in the wrong, when it comes in the challenge position, it's like going in the wrong direction. And when you're talking fluids, it's basically things are getting backed up. Yeah. It's like you probably would imagine this reversed would be the better visual, but I didn't allow for reversals, but that's what I'm feeling that's going on. Oh yeah. And he's sitting in this place where his power is just there's too much. It's too much of a burden. He's not able to move well, I don't think. He's probably having a hard time just getting around in the castle he lives in. In the past, though, he has some woman who's his loyal, confidant and comforter. What's hanging over him is dark money contacts. And does he have teamwork or not? I don't think so. Again, I didn't allow for reversals. I feel like it would be a lack of teamwork. But, he's got his oligarchs. I guess this is his oligarchs. And they're counting their money. The way it's going to affect him is, how do I get more money? What's going on there? On the inward levels, again, we've got balance issues, problems balancing. And this card is ruled by Libra, and the full moon is in Libra. People say he's a Libra, but, he doesn't have a birth certificate, so I'm not sure. And then externally, he's going to try to be the happy family somehow. I don't know. I think really this should have been reversed, and it would be externally his life is a manifestation of his dysfunctional childhood, because of course his mother just dumped him at 10 years old because she wanted to marry a guy who was devout Christian, and you don't have out of wedlock children. Like, wow. So anyway, long-term future, he just keeps looking, he keeps looking for growth, news coming out about whether he has power or not. But his outcome card here is the Six of Cups. So this is like going back to the past, like his childhood. I think it's going to bring up between all of these cards, right, between these two cards, between our 10 of Cups and 6 of Wands, and then this right in the center, that, because Cancer and then, feelings, I think it's going to bring up old childhood issues. And with the 2 pages, there's news, but also this would be, if it were childhood issues, these would be like adolescent and teenager. So anything after he was dumped by his mother, which they say put him into this place of being, like a scared rat in the corner. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's have some fun and do some cards for you guys. Let me get back over here. Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm going to use a stick. I just can't imagine the drugs he uses, right? You guys are talking about Elon. I mean, man, that's the problem when you've got too much money and no happiness inside. But hey, we are all peaceful spiritual warriors. So we're here to hold the love and the light for each other. So let's see. Let's look at how we can best use the full moon energy. What can we expect and how can we best use the energy? And if you know your chart, just look and see where 23 degrees of Libra is. It's conjunct my Neptune exactly. I might float off into space or something. I don't know. If anyone is my age, 70, you would have the same Neptune conjunction. Right there. Okay. Ooh, peace is the key. I'm sorry, peace is the key. When you're feeling confused, just go back to start a new thought, go back to the origin of the peaceful, perfect creation that you are, and give yourself a crown. This could also be like, meditate with, in your crown chakra to bring in peace. But if you go to your peaceful place inside and then ask for your guides to bring peace through to you, that will give you everything that you need. And it might take a little time, but the slower you go, the more grounded you'll get. And then from there, in that peaceful place, well, you can have some new ideas. So make sure that you write things down. You want to meditate with pad of paper on your lap, so you can just take those notes as you go, because you're definitely going to get guidance. Yay! Awesome. Let's see what was at the bottom. Oh yeah. Well, that's interesting. Maybe some gifts from the wisdom place of a pyramid or the pyramid card is all about wisdom from the past, and the flowers would be a gift. So, well, thanks you guys. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I've got to get going, and I'm just gonna, as always, big hugs and take good care. Bye, you guys.